Hi, this is Phil Hinton and welcome back to our continuing coverage coming to you from JVC's headquarters in North London. Now, let's just think about winning the lottery. Your 6 numbers come up on Saturday night and you're a couple of £1,000,000 better off. What kind of home cinema system should you install in your new luxury mansion? Well, the guys at T&W Marketing think they've come up with the perfect system just for you.
Bring the noise!
So Graham, I've just won the lottery and I want the ultimate in home cinema, so what can T&W Marketing do for me?
Well, we've set up 2 rooms at JVC's headquarters here in London. One is specifically aimed at the high-end enthusiast, and it comprises of a JVC HD100, the T&W designed anamorphic lens solution, and it would not always be specified with a DMP Supernova 1 screen because it's a marriage made in heaven at that price bracket. The other room is money no objects, and where lottery winners like yourself come in, and we've specified an aerial acoustics control system 1 wall, complete speaker wall, and we've put into it a screen research masking screen at 235:1, and then obviously we've gone for a digital projector at 1080p 250, which is their baby of their range, and a large ESCO 3 anamorphic lens and the sled that goes with it, plus the control system for it, which comprises of DVDO VP50 Pro, ADA processing and amplification, the Kaleidoscope system, and also, which is quite exciting for us, the Dolby Lake system, which is the first system that's available in Europe for a home cinema, and we've got it here and demonstrating it this week. And frankly, well, you've seen the quality on offer. We can show you anything from a 4x3 Region 1 DVD clip that looks absolutely far better than it really ought to a nice Blu-ray clip of Casino Royale, the opening scene, which basically leaves everybody quite breathless at the end of it because the sound level is superb. It's a reference level system, so you get exactly what the director wanted out of it. And frankly, nobody has seen a better picture or heard a better sound in that clip anywhere, including most multiplexes. High-end digital cinema will be the only place you'll get anywhere near that. But of course, you have to have a few bob to put it in. It doesn't stop with the equipment. It's all very, very carefully specified to make sure everything works just so with everything else.
So Neil, I know the first thing that forum members are going to say is why? Why bother spending more money than probably their house is worth on a home cinema system? Is there a clientele base out there for this type of thing?
Well, first of all, really the answer to why has to be why not. The systems that we sell of this type, it's pure emotion that you're selling to people. Of course, there's no logical reason, but just in the same way, there's no real reason for people to buy a Ferrari, to buy a grand piano, or any of these other items of luxury. A home cinema is something that people can enjoy with their family and stuff like that. You know, it is a piece of entertainment and theatre in people's homes. There's no other reason for it than that. We certainly don't try and pretend that there's any other reason than just pure enjoyment for people who have the money to do so. On the second topic, I think that you'll have found that the people who have demoed this system, and again I know that you have demoed it, have found it to be like nothing else that they've ever experienced before. And sound, picture, the whole experience that came out of it. We had one of the hardened dealers was almost in tears when he came out of the room, simply because it's not an experience that he's ever had before of home cinema. And for us, that's exactly as I said before, it's just pure emotion. And a system like that, we can simply deliver an emotional experience that people have never been able to experience before.
Neil, the Dolby Lake, it's something I've never seen before, and I bet 99% of the forum members have never seen it before unless they work in the professional industry. So What is the Dolby Lake and why is it such an exclusive for you?
Well, we were extremely happy to get the Dolby Lake processor. First of all, in this particular configuration, we're only scratching the surface of what that device can do for us. We're using it to EQ the system and also to time align all of our speakers to make sure that they arrive perfectly at the right time. I'm sure a lot of people will say, well, I can set delays in my AV processor and stuff like that. Quite frankly, what that device can do for us is in a completely different league altogether to any of these other devices. And again, the hardened industry pros that have been through these rooms over the last few days, every one of them has been completely amazed at what we've been able to do with the Dolby Lake processor. And in terms of it being an exclusive for us, it gives us something that simply nobody else in this industry can do. Nobody else is offering that kind of product level of performance and a level of backup, and that's why we're so excited about it.
So what does the Lake do over, say, the Odyssey version of EQ?
Well, the Odyssey forum members will know a device that we have a great deal of sentiment for. We think it's a fantastic device, as well as the Lake, but it's a different type of device. The Odyssey, as regular forum members will know, is an auto EQ. You measure in the room, and then the Odyssey makes the decisions as to what the EQ should be. The Lake processor is the opposite of that. You measure what's happening in the room, and then you tell the processor what you want to do. But much further to that, the Lake can do time alignment for all of the different speaker drivers. It has crossover options where we can adjust the crossovers, etc. Really, it allows us to do a huge amount of tailoring to the system that without a DSP processing device like the Lake would just simply be impossible for us to do.
What are you trying to do here this week, other than obviously sell to clients? But are you trying to inspire people to take things to another level?
Well, we really are trying to inspire, and I'm glad you asked that question. The sort of systems that we've had here today are not systems that people in the UK, and I mean dealers, they're really people who install these systems all the time, get to see very often. People, I'm sure, are familiar with CD awards in the US and stuff like that, where they have these huge systems, $1 million plus. And there really isn't so many installs of that type in the UK and in Europe at this present time. And what we are trying to do, because we work at the top end of the marketplace, is that we are trying to educate and inspire the dealers who have clients at that end of the marketplace to develop and install these incredible systems. And make no mistake that sort of stuff filters down into the mainstream eventually. In America, for example, if you go into Best Buy, you can view multi-room systems, you can view home cinema installs, etc. That most high-end custom installers in the UK would be fairly proud of in their shops. A specialist custom installer in the US is doing these sort of systems that we're doing every day. And that's what we really hope to bring to the marketplace over here in Europe.
There's an old saying that if you don't capture the client's emotions in the first 10, 20, 30 seconds of any demonstration, you're wasting your time. And I've had, well, you've seen the journalists that have turned up this week already, and one of the guys said, quite a respected journalist, no names, but he sat there and he says, I've seen this clip 1,000 times and I thought it's just so-so. And he said, I've watched it this time and that's an experience. And he went away impressed. And that's the whole point. You go away with the experience firmly burned into your memory, and you don't get that every day. I've not seen quality like this anywhere else apart from Digital Projection's own demo room. What we're doing here is a bit special. You don't get this every day. You're lucky to be here, mate, and so am I.